My name is Brittney Vivena, and I am an admissions counselor with Quad Education. I'm originally from San Diego, and I am also a graduate student at the Harvard Kennedy School, currently pursuing my master's in public policy. I first began working as a consultant really informally. I would have people reach out to me asking for help with college essays, and over time, word of mouth just started spreading, and I had an opportunity to help various students go through the application process. And having gone through it myself and just remembering how stressful and anxiety producing it can be, making a very large, important life decision. And there's so many different inputs to going through that process that I just really found a lot of joy in being able to help people through that process. And since I've joined Quad Education, I've really enjoyed the opportunity to get to do that in a more formal capacity and with the broader support of the Quad Education team. So my coaching style comes from my background. In my first job, I worked on a lot of leadership development programs, and I worked with executive coaches, and I had an opportunity to learn a lot about the coaching field. It's something I'm very interested in. And so I take a coaching style to working with students, and that includes asking a lot of really good questions. One of the things that I'm very excited by is helping students tell their stories effectively. And so for me, that includes really better understanding the students that I work with, who they are, what motivates them, and then learning so much more about their stories, their personal experiences, their backgrounds, what they've been involved in, their extracurriculars, and then trying to use coaching skills to help them think about how to tell their story in an effective way that highlights all the amazing things that they've done in a way that colleges and universities can understand and sort of translates into where is the sort of inevitable end for that story, and hopefully landing them at a school that they're really excited to go to. I find it really rewarding just getting to know students and finding out what excites them. I've worked with a lot of students who share an interest in public policy and public service, and who are kind of interested in the broader world and being able to make a change. And so learning about what issues excite them, what problems and challenges they're seeing in the world that they're passionate about learning more about and trying to help solve, those are some of the things that I get really excited about. And I think I just learn so much from my students as well. I find it to be such a mutual relationship. And so learning about this whole process through their own eyes and seeing how things have changed over time, because certainly the admissions process has changed quite considerably from when I was going through it myself, and just better understanding kind of what is motivating students and what they're hoping to achieve when they go to college and university. I think that the biggest tip I have is to start early and to break it into smaller chunks. When you're first going on college websites and looking at all of the requirements, it can be really overwhelming. And there are so many small things that have to get done that you're really managing a project. And the project is your story, your admissions application. And so I think it can be really helpful to break down all of the steps in smaller chunks. That's certainly something that I help my students do and spend a lot of time working with them on. And I think another tip or sort of suggestion is to think of this process as an opportunity to learn. So when you're going through the admissions process, you're having a chance to hone your writing skills, to practice your public speaking skills for interviews. You're honing your project management skills. And when you think about this process as a chance to practice your own skills, I think it can feel hopefully a little less daunting and feel more rewarding, because certainly there's a lot of things you're managing when you're a senior and you're trying to juggle schoolwork and college admissions. There's a lot on your plate. And so breaking things down into smaller pieces and recognizing that you're really practicing valuable skills that are going to benefit you when you go pursue your undergraduate education and beyond.